Morning music talks, the art of improvisation. You know, I was just thinking a great exercise to do for improvising doesn't matter if you're a beginner, new at improvisation, or an expert, and that is just to take one chord, like whatever, C minor, E minor, and improvise on that for 5 minutes and sound different. Try to make it sound as different as possible. Now, if you're new to improvisation, let's say you're a classical musician. Most of the classical musicians cannot improvise at all. And so, now if that happens, I'm not saying all, but if that happens to be you, I can tell you what to do, because I was in that place many, many years ago. And take that chord, one chord, and learn how to do 100 ideas with it. And that's a great, simple, because the first barrier to overcome for classical people, for improvisers, is to trust yourself and not worry about making mistakes, and just retraining your brain, because as classical musicians we've been trained to put our eyes on those dots on that page, and learning how to improvise breaks those handcuffs and gives you freedom. All the great classical composers were great improvisers. Chopin, Bach, Beethoven. So if you're a classical musician and you're new to improvisation, I want to encourage you to learn how to improvise, because it's a huge payoff. And now, I went to a school to solve this problem in Southern California, the Grove School. And typically, the first year for a classical musician, learning how to improvise is difficult and progress is slow. But here's the good news. Because classical players typically have very good technique. Like for me, it started kicking in a year. But then here's the good news for classical people. Once they get it, they really get it. And then they pass up these other guys that have been improvising all their life, but never developed really good piano technique. So don't be discouraged. Just know that it might take some time, but just take baby steps. You start with one chord, and choose either major or minor. And then here's another great thing. Do it in 12 keys. So today, do it on, go through the circle chords. Today, do it on C major or C minor. Then the next day, go to F minor. Then B flat minor. Then E flat minor. Then A flat minor. Then B flat minor. C flat minor. E minor. E minor. A minor. C minor. D minor. And I repeat the circle. Cycle of fifths. Cycle of fourths. It's all the same thing. What a great exercise. Not only is it a great exercise technique-wise for improvisation, but as a composer and songwriter too, and an improviser, so it has huge payoffs. Now there's a lot of traffic. This video is getting a little noisy. I'm going to shut off for now.